resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They try to defamate my character, but I won't let them.
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Jaguars and the Giants, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the NFC champions, the New York Giants. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he is going to be stopped cold. Scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson now. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
This is taken at the 15. There's a nice move. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You look at this Super Bowl, the 2nd appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know. But what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla, but once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog off the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your home life, knowing that you've lost the Super Bowl, that hurts big time, and you're going to do everything possible to try and prevent that from happening again.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for the Giants. 43 yards.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there, and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. Barkley is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. Off play action. Stark. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Back to throw. Stark.
Bellinger hauls it in out left side.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A lot still to go here in Super Bowl 61. We have reached the end of one quarter of play. We'll be back in just a moment. 7-0 is our score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Another try for Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Giants continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And he's got his man out of the slot. Complete. Here's 2nd and a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Here's Jackson to throw. Find his man on the outside. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Play action. Now Jackson. That's complete. Right around the 8. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
3rd and goal, Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Giants are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Oh, they were so close to the goal line, Charles. 4th down, they figure, well, we'll go for it. But the decision to pass winds up being a bad one with that interception.
Well, I think you said it really well. They may have just figured we're this close, we may as well go for it. Or They had a plan right from the beginning coming into this game to be aggressive. In any event, it didn't work out for them.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Stark. Throwing left side. It's complete. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. 93 yards. And the Giants are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Throwing is Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On second and a long way to go. Jackson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on, so plenty can still happen.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's got some space here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 69 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. On 1st and 10, Stark. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Touchdown, Giants. Christian Watson from 21 yards away. And the Giants are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. But CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They go play action now. Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They go play action with Jackson. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there, still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Off play action. Stark. He finds Watson. It's caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Operating from the gun. Stark. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Terry McLaurin, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll go to Barkley again. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And that'll do it for the third quarter of Super Bowl 61. The culmination of the season and the crowning of a champion after the fourth quarter, which is coming up next. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. A handoff, Barkley running left. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 97 yards rushing for him now. A big part, no doubt, of why they lead in this Super Bowl. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Barkley, inside handoff, and he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. Saquon Barkley with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Giants add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it is 42-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. But for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, you know, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Giants are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake. Start. And the throw there going to be incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Pass to Bellinger on the crossing route. And he is going to have the Giants first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Start. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jaguars are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. But right now, it's clearly the defenses that are stealing the spotlight in the biggest stage of sports. That's only the 4th time ever, Charles, that we have seen teams trade interceptions on back-to-back drives in Super Bowl history.
Something so rare, yet special that we're watching because typically the teams we see playing here on Super Bowl Sunday, they're the ones that know how to limit turnovers. Just goes to show how talented both of these defenses are, that they're still coming through and forcing miscues with a Lombardi trophy on the line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. And the New York Football Giants are the toast of the National Football League. They are the Super Bowl champs. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.
What I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my bars on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful.